These people are actually helping us to get other members of the gang. So, cameramen, you're going to blunt your faces after you must have seen them. I'll do this for people to know that we don't take anything. We are working hard 24 hours. Everybody is on his toes to make sure we decimate these criminal elements and we restore peace and normalcy back to our various communities. Hussein Hassan. Akwai turanci? Akwai kala-kala? Yes. No, if you speak English, you can. Somebody say akwai kadan-kadan. Give us the kadan-kadan way. What is your name?
Hussein Hassan.
Where you come from?
From Plateau.
Where in Plateau?
Bokos local government, Dafo district.
Bokos?
Yes.
You be indigene or Bokos, I mean you be visitor?
I'm indigene of Bokos local government, but I'm still in Dafo district.
So why you going to do this killing? What you do?
No sir, I don't know that.
What are you going to do? What did they do?
Ni abin da na sani shine ana neman yaro na ne mai suna Mubarak. Police suka je suka arrest na. Suna neman ka musu yaro. What I know, just only what I know. So sun nemi ka musu yaro nace su ban haɗin kai, ni ma zan ba su haɗin kai.
Anyway, collect my mic for him. What is certain, like I said, that we always move towards forensic investigation, analysis of events. So at this level we're here now in the police, we have the equipment to do what we want to do scientifically. So whoever that must have been picked by our tactical teams has been fingered in that particular crime. So whether you do have credible evidence against you, but I don't want to reveal anything here now because the case is still on with us. They were actually brought in today, even they have been on the field taking us to some places. They were brought back this morning for this press briefing. I'm sure what we did and one pending that involves one prominent Nigerian again. We are still coming back with all those cases so that Nigerians can know that in security business we trust no one. Return that place. The next case is a case of arrest of gun running suspects. We are more interested in this case because these one are trained experts and they are into gun running. We believe if you break the powers of this cartel of gun runners, our battle to win these violent crimes are almost 80% successful. If they are not harmed, they are nobody. I imagine this tiny one now will face me and ask me to go to the bush with him without any harms. I will take him and we are going to fight. So we are taking two things very serious. The issue of gun running and use of drug. If they are not on drug and they are not armed, they are not, in fact they are always very gentle. Very, very gentle. Like how they shine. But when they are armed and when they are on drug, they are something else. So we are constantly working with relevant ministry department and agencies to see how we can control this issue of gun running and the misuse or abuse of drugs. So NDLA is working with us in all areas, and the IGP has given matching order to our narcotic unit of the first criminal investigation department, domicile in Alagbo, to do something with us, and we work with other agencies to see how we can actually continue to fight this battle of misuse of drug and abuse of drug. And gun running is a critical thing. You collect that the last time we paraded, I think 2 of them or 3 for gun running. We are getting there. We are getting there, and we shall be there. All we need is support from you to give us adequate information and belief in our system. We still have a system that works in this country. All we need is to be patient, be patriotic enough, and see working with the authority agencies as a civic responsibility. Ayuba, Kamsi, Samuel, Musa, Magaji, Everest, Silence, Audi, where are they? Are they there? Ready? We have brought one of them for you to see. The 3 are in the cell. For now, I decided to cover this whole face so that you will know him. These are the people who are still working on them, please. So don't ask me to remove the nose mask. I don't remove any nose mask here. Don't give him mic. Don't give him mic. No, I don't want him to talk for many reasons. We are still working on certain things. By the time he talks now, those people that want to get me japa, and I don't want them to japa. We must pick all of them one after the other. Because we believe by the time we tackle these ones, most of these criminally minded elements will not be harmed to carry out their activities. He's a trained person who knows how to handle things. He's a big boy in his own kingdom. This is number 1 man who has sold more than 100 and many guns. More than in hundreds. He has sold guns in hundreds. This one. What's the name? What's his own name? Magaji Everest, male. He has sold guns in hundreds, and that is the truth. We have recovered some of the guns and the ammunition. Those are the pistols you are going to see on the deck there. We are going there shortly. We have recovered. We continue to recover. Kidnapping and gun running again. Another one. Samila Aruna. Are they there? Bring them now. On the 17th day of January 2024 at about 8 a.m., credible information and intelligence was gathered from a law-abiding Nigerian of this nation who pleaded anonymity. Of course, we are not going to disclose your identity. That some judged and unrepentant criminals who specialize in terrorizing Kogi State, Kaduna State, FCT, and other parts of northern Nigeria have their hideout at Obajana village in Kogi State. The crack team of IRT was immediately detailed for investigation. The operating syndicates who are currently at large. We know how to get them, and we are closing in on them. We are going to get them as soon as possible. Usman Yunusa. Remove the sonaji. Ama akoy keren. Okay. What is kidnapped ones? Okay. How much did you collect when he kidnapped ones? 600,000. How many of you are in the gang? 5 of you. How did
Akwai Musa, akwai Yakin, akwai Sa'idu, akwai Bello.
Bello? Any Bello here? Okay. How did you meet all these gangs? Where did you meet?
Kaduna ne.
Yeah?
Mun haɗu a ƙauyen Kaduna ne. Wuraren Kankuna.
They met in Kaduna. So you met in Kaduna and you now moved to Abajana in Kogi. And what took you to Abajana?
Ni na je na same su can a Abajana. A kafin bayan da na je can ban sake na yi wani abu. Na yi shi ne tun kafin. Shi na koma ne can na same su wa'in can ta sana'a.
They all met there. How did you coordinate yourself? Were you calling one by one or you just... How did you do it?
Ne na je na same su ne dalilin musa dalilin wannan da zama.
Work. For kidnapping or for farming? For kidnapping. Okay. Gentlemen of the press, I have been informed that this particular Osman was among those who attacked the Kaduna bank train sometimes ago when many were attacked in the trade at Regina. Am I right? He's one of them. He's one of them. But I always say every offense committed leaves a trace. You can only run. You cannot hide. We will surely get you. Thank you, Usman. We shall meet again. Do you want to intervene in partner? There's no need. No. They are the same thing. The bed of the same feather and they flock together. Are we having the suspects? The suspect from anti-kidnapping FCT? Okay. The next case we have is a case of criminal conspiracy, unlawful possession of retail firearms, ammunition, and attempted armed robbery. Mukhtar Usman Abdullahi, Usman Mohammed, Abaka Mohammed. Are they here? Okay. Can I have the backs of this one? Let them turn their backs, please. I don't want them home. Back. This case is a very sensitive case that we are working on. In October 2023, at about 8 p.m., we got information from Divisional Police Headquarters in Zoba, Abuja, that suspicious movement of new faces believed to be criminal elements were noticed by a trader at the food market Zoba. This is community policing. That person was selling his food, noticed strange movement, alerted the DPO of that local area. This is how it should be. Immediately, a team was deployed to the area on covert operation, where they arrested one Mukhtar Usman Abdullahi of Dakwal village, Abuja, with one AK-47 rifle. If you have not noted that moment, if nothing has been done, perhaps you could have used this AK-47 to perpetrate evil acts that must have led to death of many innocent souls in the country. The AK was loaded with 30 rounds of ammunition of 7.62 mm live ammunition, while other 4 hoodlums escaped. The arrested suspect led to the operative to his place of residence, where one Usman Mohammed and Abubakar Mohammed, both male, were arrested. The house was searched, and 2 additional AK-47 rifles and 35 rounds of 7.62 mm live ammunition together with one English-made Beretta pistol with 7 rounds of 9mm knife ammunition were recovered. Just that singular move made by an innocent Nigerian, a patriotic Nigerian, has led to the arrest of all these and recoveries of all this. It is important we take note and know that our duty is to share relevant information with our security agencies and take notes of certain things, strange things around us. The operatives demonstrated the commitment of the force under the able leadership of the IGP. May I also reiterate that the Nigerian Police Force will not relent to ensure that our country becomes a safe haven for us in this country. We'll continue to combat crime and criminality without ceasing or taking a rest. Let me say here again that I want the anti-kidnapping team of FCT to give me the names of the suspects we have brought forward. They just brought them in now. If you have them, I want the list. Then these ones, like I said, they are into so many things. They are helping us to do so many works on how to curb terrorism in this country. Not only kidnapping, terrorism. They have been picked and we are working on them. Like I said earlier on, that I want our residents in the Federal Capital Territory and anywhere across the country take note of those that want to accept as guests. Not all guests you see are actually real guests or visitors. That's our culture of accepting Tom, Dick, and Harry must be reviewed at this point in time. These ones have been accepted to a community, but behold, they are terrorists, and we should take note of that. We want you to always please watch those and profile those you want to accept into your community as tenants. It is very, very important. Can you take the leave and let's have another one? Gentlemen of the press, let that be the last case I'm going to showcase today. We want to assure you that with the launch of Operation, the Special Interventions Code for the Federal Capital Territory, we want to reassure the residents of the Federal Capital Territory, particularly the suburbs, that we are there to flush these criminal elements out of this territory. FCT is having a sigh of relief. In the last 4-5 days, the battle has been very hot and it is paying off. We want to assure you that the IGP is taking all necessary steps to make sure we sustain the operations of our men of the Special Intervention Squad. 600 plus personnel have been deployed, and don't forget that SCIS should have 1,000 personnel. So the IGP is mopping up additional manpower to support the one we have in the Federal Capital Territory. We want to urge our traditional rulers, local government chairmen, community heads to please partner with the police and other security agencies. Other operations will be floated, and on these operations we work pari passu to make sure we restore normalcy to the Federal Capital Territory and by extension to all our communities across the country. The message from the IGP once again is we want you Nigerians to please be on the same page with us. Support all our security operatives who are on the field fighting this battle so that we can collectively succeed in making sure we have a more secure environment for all of us in this country. To these arms that we have recovered, these are the arms we have recovered.
This one,
See them again, another set of arms. Another set of arms. I won't always believe that some of these arms must have been taken away from our men who have been killed by these criminal elements. This is either this is for the military or the custom. They use this more. They use this more. You can see, oh, fine pistols, but very deadly.
you need one.
These are the pistols recovered from Chinaza, they arrested in Kaduna and returned back to us in Abuja here. You can see these are the original pistols, polished pistols, imported pistols. What describes this as an offensive weapon? It's not the time somebody will carry AK to rob. I can bet you, many of you here now, you see this thing now, they say drop the thing where you carry. You just drop and JJ because they want to be hurt by anybody. You can see, this jackknife is an offensive weapon that you can use to rob and take people away. You can see again. You think it's imported? It's locally made. See how beautiful it is. Locally made AK-47. See the fabrication. Fantastic. I think we have to get these people, we go after them, and possibly we use them for our good. Because this is fantastic. And that is the truth. It's fantastic. You can see again. RPG, we don't recover another one. This is it. And our job again is to make sure we work DNSA to trace the source or sources of some of these guns that have been brought in to our communities. You can see. It's very obvious. This is a moment for small people. This is recovered from the gun runners. Those gun runners. They are not licensed, they are legal weapons. You can see all of them brand new. So we are working on how to get sources of some of these things. You can see all the pistols recovered from them. They sell all these. All these are English pistols. And I'm sure these ones definitely will belong to one security agency or the other. Perhaps police pistols will be there. Armed forces pistols. All of us that will use arms. We know how to go about it so that we can actually trace the source. To know the original owners of these weapons. We have a process, and if you cannot trace all these, the owners, definitely we get back to the office of the NSA. We always hand over some of these weapons to them at the Center for Control of Information. All these cases now were actually premised on reliable information from people. Then we now continue from there to use our forensic analysis to process those information to know how authentic they are, and we have been achieving in that direction. So all this support we get from Nigerians, fantastic support. We want to urge them to continue to support us. Which one again? Let's go. Excuse me, please. Chinaza, what? Am I right? Chinaza. When you go start,
Sorry.
Can you sit down? He said you cannot sit down. No.
It's not like
Just leave him.
Gajo.
No, that's the him alone. He, like I said the other time, he is on bail. He was charged to court for